Hey, welcome to Will I Continue Anime, where we break all the anime rules. I'm your ecstatic host, Mary Gamer. Let's get to talking.
And after she does the laundry, it smells heavenly. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was almost like magic. Magic! Of course! I know you're a sorceress, so you might as well come clean right now! I'm a... what now?
What's up, everybody? I don't know how he thinks that she smells heavenly, but you know what smells heavenly? A freshly baked sausage and cheese pizza. Yes, that is to me heavenly. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys and gals having a great day, morning, evening, tonight, whatever the time may be. Thank you for tuning in to this beautiful, soft, loving, somewhat short podcast. I didn't know what else to say. I'm sorry, but yes, I am ecstatic to be talking about the maid I hired recently is mysterious, which is somehow categorized as a rom-com. I mean, I don't know what would be making this a romantic comedy between this little boy and the mysterious maid that showed up, but I'll get into it later. So let's get into Wiki. So Wiki is saying, the maid I hired recently is mysterious, also known as My Recently Hired Maid is Suspicious, is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Wakame Kambu. The series began as a webcomic in 2019 before beginning serialization in Square Enix's monthly Gangan Joker magazine in January 2020. The series has been compiled into 5 tankobon volumes as of February 2022. An anime television series adaptation by Silverlink and Blade premiered in July 2022, which was last month. Of course, the sub came out, like normal on Crunchyroll, early, and then, of course, dub. Right now, currently, there's 1 episode. All right, so I'm going to drop down that Wiki Link in the descriptions, as always. Also, I'll go over the main voice actors in this first episode that kind of appeared. Or at least the main ones, of course. For the Japanese voice actors, it's Rai Takahashi as Lilith, Sayori Hayami as Yuri. For the English voice actors, I'm showing Macy Ann Johnson, which is Shikamori, and Shikamori's not just as cute as Yuri. I thought that voice sounded familiar, because I generally only watch dubbed. If there's a dub version, I'm going to watch it. I'm sorry. So, I thought that voice was very familiar. If you guys have not catched Shikamori, and Shikamori's not just cute, you try it out. Go check it out. It's a very cute, comedic rom. Now, to me, that's a rom-com. But yeah, it's very, very, very cute anime. If you guys need to go out, even it would be good to probably or fun to watch with a, with your significant other as well. So now for Natalie, for who plays Lilith, the maid is Natalie Van Sistine, which I couldn't recognize his voice, but she voiced Yor in Spy X Family. Now that is a great manga and anime that just came out. Definitely go watch that as well. All right, so the synopsis. It's basically about a young boy, Yuri, loses his parents in a tragic car accident and is left all by himself in a very large mansion, where a mysterious maid, Lilith, appears out of nowhere to help. She really wants to take care of the young boy, Yuri, with not taking any type of salary at all, and the boy becomes very suspicious of all her odd antics. And I'm going to go into some of the other key stories, but that's kind of the gist of what goes on with this first episode. So basically, Yuri's a young boy. He lost his parents tragically in a car accident and was left with just his servants currently that he had with his parents. He had actually left them go because whenever his parents passed away in the car accident, they didn't leave him with nothing. Zilch, nada. I guess the parents, okay, I'm not going to downplay that it's horrific, but you know what? You'd think that if they had this kind of mansion, they would have some kind of life insurance, right? I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy. So I guess they didn't have much, and left over whatever they had, money left over, or in an estate somewhere for the boy. I don't know, But it's kind of, I don't know, I would have thought they would at least have something for if something does happen. I mean, I have life insurance. I mean, to me, that's just a common thing. Just, you don't think about it, you just have it, right? I don't know, maybe it just first world problems. I don't know, but yeah, that just surprised me. How do you not have any money for the kiddo? But I don't know. That, different times, I probably, vented too much on that. But yeah. So he has no money. He has to let go of his 3 servants. Looks like he had a butler, 2 other maids. And there's like, oh, it's so sad, hope you do well, by yourself, being a young, look like 11, 12-year-old boy by himself in a large mansion. I mean, okay, sure. But that's no different than any other anime we watch, right? There's always kids or teenagers left by themselves, so nothing different out of nowhere out of this anime. So yeah, they just kind of okay, well, hope you do well. I'm out. Peace. You'll be in our, thoughts and, mind and thoughts, whatever. So the little boy just goes kind of haywire. Is like, I'm going to do this by myself. I'm a man. I'm going to take care of myself. I don't need anybody else in this huge mansion. So he just kind of goes ape shit, just kind of like cleaning everything he can, doing his laundry, and he kind of screws up laundry. As kind of reminds me of Mr. Mom. If you ever read, watched that, Michael Keaton movie where he kind of pours so much in the soap, so too much soap or detergent in the washer, in the clothes washer, and just got bubbles go everywhere. He kind of screws that up, of course. I wonder if they kind of took possibly some kind of stuff from that movie. I don't know, but it was kind of funny. It was kind of cute. But the boy he's just kind of all over the place. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's cleaning, dusting, and then all of a sudden he's got to do homework and everything. It's like, if it was anybody else, or any other kid, they would not be able to do this. They'd be sitting there crying, and no kid his age would ever make it into the real world. I mean, come on, that's just kind of crazy. So he's doing all this stuff. He's cleaning, doing what he can, and he does his homework. Then he's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. He lays on the couch and I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna need some help. Kind of whines a little bit, and then he starts eating his food out of nowhere. When he finishes food, this young, gorgeous, beautiful young maid in this kind of, I wouldn't say skimpy, but the up top is a little bit revealing, if you know what I mean. But so we got and her eyes are just the way they drew her eyes. I really love how they did the purple hair. And then it's almost her eyes are like pinkish, beautiful pinkish purplish eyes, which is it just fits the whole character design, and I think it's great how they did it. It is kind of a little bit of fan servicey, I guess, because up top is a little revealing, but it's not horrible, it's almost innocent in a sense, if you can say that. But yeah, it was pretty cool. How they designed her. But yeah, she comes out of nowhere saying that she wants, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you, young master. You don't have to worry, you don't have to worry about paying me, blah blah blah. She just wants to help your poor boy out and cleaning and feeding him, and any kind of type, what a traditional caregiver would do, of course. I guess if you had a maid. Of course, I don't know. I'm not rich, so I don't know what maids do. So I mean, but yeah, she kind of goes in there out of nowhere, and that's kind of kicks off. But during the maid stage, the boy becomes a little suspicious, and she's doing like reading books out of nowhere, and he's saying that she's speaking, I think, different languages or something, or he can't understand what she's saying, and he's like scared that he's like she's a sorceress. She's planning to have do some kind of weird magic, or plot against him with with evil magic spells, or take over his place, kind of axe him off. He's kind of, I don't know if it's delusional in a sense, or he's just like, he's been through so much. He's very suspicious of him being by himself, and not really knowing this person, letting a random stranger, kind of just show up and just take care of him. I mean, I don't know. I guess you would start really. I would be suspicious. I mean, I wouldn't let anybody come in my house and I don't know who you are. As, oh yeah, you come on in. You can take care of me, feed me. Take care of my stuff. I'll just sit on the couch, watch some TV. I don't know who you are, but if you do it, hey, you do it for free. You stay here, right? I mean, I guess it's tempting to do that, but that's just, I mean, I don't know. But, anime, you gotta love it. But yeah, she kind of just sits there and reads these books, and she's trying to get to know the young master as well as she can. But the boy grows suspicious as what she's doing, thinking that she's gonna plot against him. In reality, she is trying to be a better maid, according to her dialogue. She's trying to be a better maid, try to understand what the young master likes, and tries to just make the boy as comfortable as she can. Which is just nice, but it's kind of backfires too, as whenever there's few instances where Yuri, the young boy, confronts Lilith, the maid, as in, I know what you're doing, as you heard in the beginning of this, in the podcast. I know what you're doing. You're, sorceress. You're gonna, either poison me or, put some kind of incantation on him, and just she's gonna take over everything. And every time he confronts her with this stuff, she kind of gets odd, and she doesn't correct him. She just goes, "Oh, I gotta do this," and she runs out. "Oh, I'm gonna correct this," and runs out, and makes it even more suspicious because there's no real solution. There's no, closure, and anything she does, she just leaves up there and runs off. So what else? What else is a person gonna do? Expect her to just, expect somebody to, hey, it's okay. I get you. Yeah, I understand. Sure. And then just run off. No, that's not gonna work. Come on now. Come on. The boy's a little bit smarter than this, but then again, his mind is playing tricks on him. When Maid is literally being, completely innocent. She's not helping her case whenever she runs out and when she's confronted by the boy. I mean, maybe I do understand how the boy, could feel, but I mean, I don't know. She doesn't help herself at all when she's trying to help this poor young Yuri out. But yeah, so in the show, there is a cliffhanger where it shows a little bit of how Lilith arrived at the house, and also for whatever reason, is she has a picture of Yuri reading a book on a couch, and it seems to be the same age as he is now, as she's taken care of, or at least close to it. Maybe they did this as a reference to show the audience or viewers that it's the same boy, same person, that she take care of, just that reference. But they're very close in age in the picture and what he looks like now. It just seems slightly odd, but kind of goes off. She finishes. I guess she either quits where she's working at that point in time and runs to Yuri's help. So there's some kind of weird connection between Yuri and Lilith. But, it does, of course, just, do anything. It doesn't really explain too much. It kind of, like I said, leaves this part on a cliffhanger. So I want to kind of get into my predictions of what I think might happen going through watching this series if I do continue. So I'm thinking, one, Lilith may be a possible relative. Could Lilith be Yuri's young mother, who had to put him up for adoption and a wealthy family adopted Yuri? I don't know. Or two, Lilith may be a sister to young Yuri, who had to leave their parents' house due to maybe some kind of crazy unforeseen circumstance. Maybe she didn't get along with the parents. Maybe their parents. Maybe she just maybe there's some kind of dark past between Lilith and his parents where she could bad things could happen to her. I don't know. That's one thing I think about. Or maybe she's like a relative as an aunt that was at odds with Yuri's parents, but kept in touch, every once in a while. But Yuri had no idea as to she was there, or he had a particular aunt. I don't know. It's just strange. And I'm really more leaning toward my first thought that Yuri could be that person's, or Lilith could be Yuri's young mother. I'm leaning more toward that idea or theory. But yeah, it's just kind of strange how she has a picture of him, and in a briefcase, wherever she was, luggage, and pulling out, she sees him, and she's like, "Oh no!" She's extra concerned. And she found out that Yuri's parents died in the car crash. I don't know, it's just odd. So what I liked most about it, I actually enjoyed the relationship that was forming between the two as it toward the end of the episode. Now, of course, Yuri is still very, hesitant about her, but he's kind of forming some kind of, I don't know if it's romantic or maybe it's a sister thing. I don't know, but he's kind of infatuated with her looks, and whatnot, how pretty she is, and she could probably not hurting him, but she's still very kind of delusional, as she's also at the same time delusional and thinking that she is going to do something to him. I don't know, but yeah, that's the kind of relationship I like about this first episode and between the two characters. The least thing I liked about it, I couldn't find too much I didn't like, but I can't say I wouldn't if I watched the entire season. I can see how this could kind of get tiresome of how they are going back and forth, or where she's kind of hiding some things, or she's trying to do the best, but she's not kind of giving Yuri a closure in a sense of saying that no, he's wrong, but she's kind of playing along with what he thinks, which is making it worse on her. And it's still, and also making it worse for Yuri as well, to thinking that, hey, she might be doing something because she's not giving him closure and answer at all. But yeah, we'll only time will tell, of course, if we watch the season. The animation was good. The character design, and there's some pretty cool pretty scenes that they had, where it showed Yuri in like certain lights and whatnot. It kind of enhanced how pretty she was drawn, with Yuri and the butlers and other maids. It just seems, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if they need darker lines in this, or maybe that's how the manga was. I don't know. It's not. It's good. It's not bad, and it's not the greatest, but it's good, and it's not horribly drawn, and it's good for what it is. I mean, I don't want to say anything negative because it wasn't bad. It's just I can't put my finger on what's throwing me off on it. So the question: will I continue? Yes, I actually do like the story so far. I don't know how it's going to be between the relationship of Yuri and Lilith, but I am curious as to what's going to happen. If it keeps on how it is right now, I can see how it's going to get tiresome. Them going back and forth to each other like this. I think I'd probably get annoyed, but I kind of feel a little invested now watching this first episode. And it's kind of curious as to what's going to happen. But yeah, and what cool thing is, to me and my wife, surprisingly, my wife is getting more into anime. I am very surprised by this, but she's interested in it as well, and we're all both intrigued as to what the relationship is between Yuri and Lilith. But currently right now it's on Crunchyroll and it's on simulcast, so it's a weekly show. And dub right now currently has one episode. They might, by the time this recording goes up, it might have a second episode on dub, but I think it already has 3 episodes on sub. But I'm patient. I have other animes I'm gonna watch, on top of doing them for the show. I'm pretty happy just doing the simulcast weekly shows, of course. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the short, not short, but the Will I Continue episode here. Thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, please subscribe to YouTube. Click like if you like this type of show as well. You can also follow me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. Anywhere Anchor disperse this podcast to. Well, until next time, I hope everybody has a good one and continue being amazing, guys. All right, bye.